The current status of the monarchy is completely outdated and just doesn't fit in a modern United Kingdom. Here's 5 reasons why. Number 1, the status is founded on medieval and arcane laws. You only need to look at the rituals associated with the coronation of King Charles to see how out of step it all is in a modern society. Another example is the fact that the Duchy of Cornwall, which comes with an income of more than 25 million a year, can only be passed to a male heir thanks to a charter from 1337. We need to root out all arcane laws and modernise them. Number 2, between them, the King and Duke of Cornwall own a massive empire. The Duchy of Lancaster, the Duchy of Cornwall, and the Crown Estate. They don't own them in a conventional sense, i.e. they're unable to sell them, but they are the legal owners and therefore do benefit from them as working assets. Number 3, the whole system is based on entitlement through birth. This just doesn't fit with a society that's founded on equality of opportunity. Number 4, different laws apply to the royals. The king has sovereign immunity. This means he's exempt from all criminal and civil proceedings. In addition, the sovereign isn't subject to the Equality Act in a personal capacity. This means that staff who are personally employed by the king couldn't file a discrimination claim under the law. And a final point on laws, although the royals have started paying tax on some income, this is only on a voluntary basis. The law still exempts them. The royals should be subject to exactly the same laws as everyone else. And number 5, there are major gender and diversity issues in relation to the status of women in the royal system and in terms of race. For example, I highlighted the sexism in the Duchy of Cornwall inheritance rules. In terms of race, the jobs that are done by the major royals are jobs that can be never done by any person of colour, at least within several generations. Only if Prince George married a person of colour would it be possible for there to be a non-white king or queen. Charles, William and George all need to die before this would even be possible. And you only need to look at the board and senior staff of the Crown Estate, which you can do on the website, to see that it is almost exclusively white with hardly any people of colour. These are people that manage the £16 billion portfolio of the Crown Estate. Of course, I know there are many people in the UK who don't see any issues here. They love the institution so much and accept its quirks as part of its history and charm. Whilst I always respect other people's opinions, I don't think that tradition is a good enough reason to keep something that's inherently unequal and unjust. We'd still have slavery on this logic. None of this sits right with me personally. Whatever we do with the royal family, I think all of the arcane rules need to be modernised, and the estates that belong to the institution rather than the private family should be brought fully into public ownership. This is really important in an economic sense because our economic system relies on equality of opportunity. Anything which gives one group of people an economic advantage over others needs to be rooted out and changed. This is why our system of monarchy needs to be radically changed. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you next time.